Welcome, welcome home. Didn't y'all feel like dancing just now? Welcome home. Selamat pulang. 欢迎回家. Swagatam. 欢迎hamnida. I'm sorry my accents are so bad, but that's all the Asian languages I could learn to say welcome home. It feels really good. What a journey to be here, to get to this stage, at home, at Marina Bay Sands, at home with travel, at home with you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. So I feel we should do what humans do best when we are together. What do we do best when we are together? We celebrate. And I feel that that's what we should do. So if you could, do whatever it is you do when you celebrate. Wave, fist bump, jump. I don't think you're allowed to shout, but come on, let's celebrate here, guys. Let's celebrate the humanity of togetherness and physicality of being together. And for those watching virtually, let that chat flutter and fly with all your comments and all your greetings, whatever language that you speak in. Say welcome home. Let's make that chat explode. I want to thank our sponsors. A gigantic thank you for helping us stage this homecoming. Couldn't have done it without your commitment during these challenging times. To our partners for working with us so tirelessly to put it all together. We were given the keys to this new virtual home just 4 days ago. Amazing effort to be the first industry tenant to move in. To our co-hosts, thank you for joining us in co-hosting this reunion. A global event like ours relies on global delegates. And when that isn't possible, we have to count on local heroes to raise an event for our industry. So thank you each and every one of you here for showing up. We are really humbled and privileged to be hosting this reunion of the travel industry in Asia Pacific at a very significant time. A significant time because today, on October 19th, vaccinated travelers from 7 countries are allowed to enter Singapore without quarantine. A small step, but a step nevertheless. Significant because as destructive as COVID has been, it has been a very constructive period. It's made us rethink the way we work, meet, and play. It's liberated us from old constructs. It's exposed the weaknesses in our industry. How can we make it more resilient? It's made us appreciate nature, made us realize it's our duty to protect our earth home. It's about the superpower of travel. It's reminded us of that. Our superpower is to forge human connections. The world missed us, our customers missed us, we missed us. It's been the most creative and innovative time in travel. You're going to hear this over the next 2 days, lots of great companies doing great things, lots of great leaders with stories to share, and lots of entrepreneurs launching new businesses. Now you can chat and you can WhatsApp questions, you can ask questions in the chat. Okay, now let's do a quick poll. So for those who are here physically, log onto the platform, you'll see the polling, and the first question I want to ask you is, are you more optimistic now than you were 6 months ago? For you in the room, if you want to shout out the answer, that's fine too. That's the first poll. Are you more optimistic now? Okay. The second poll, what are you most concerned about now? Is it catching COVID? Is it your mental health? Is it your financial position? Or is it nothing? What's the point of worrying? I will get back to the results later. Now, I want to get straight into the program, and I'm very pleased to welcome my colleague, Pete Comeau, Managing Director from Phocuswright, to join me. Pete. Nice to hang out with you, Pete. Nice to hang out with you. All right. right. So
Yep, great to see you.
fantastic. Hey, super news from the US, Pete. What the news is allowing all vaccinated travelers to enter without quarantine from November 8th. I mean, what a leadership move, right? And we're hoping that more countries, especially in Asia, will follow. So, what do you think about that move, Pete?
Yes, indeed. It's really, really positive news here on the other side of the world, in particular for those families that have been separated for over a year and a half due to the border closure. And it's going to be interesting to follow up and see whether pent-up demand for travel in the US will win out over travelers' health concerns. Our research indicates that the top concern for travelers is infection rates in destination. And as we know, many popular US leisure destinations still face comparatively high case rates. But we've also seen massive spikes in travel activity when markets open up. And Hoon, I have the sneaking suspicion that the desire for travel will win out.
I agree with you,
How about you?
Like the 4.5 billion people living in Asia who've really not been able to travel the last 20 months. I am out there. I can't wait to travel. And I'm actually booked already on a flight to New York, to Phocuswright in Fort Lauderdale, to Cruise World in Miami. And I'm staying away for a month, right? So we're going to see a lot of pent-up demand. And I mean, there is a fear here that Asia will be laggards because we are slower in reopening, and we're watching in envy as Europe opens and you guys are having fun in the US, and we're still hiding. But I feel that once things open, Asia is going to catch up. I mean, we just have this ability in Asia to kind of leapfrog and catch up with everything. So very exciting. What about you, Pete? I mean, like, do you see?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you see the pace of tech innovation and changes in customer behavior in the US, which is happening in Asia here? Will it propel the industry towards recovery?
Yeah, so we saw a massive shift towards digital channels, and that's to be expected as everyone was forced into their houses. The only way for them to order food was through food delivery apps. Here in the U.S., it's DoorDash, Uber Eats. So even across all demographic, we saw that huge shift into digital channels, and the same was true with travel. We saw online travel spike during the pandemic, and again, it's to be understood and expected. Travelers really adopted online channels as they booked their travel, so we expect to see that continue. And it's interesting as we lead into our first guest here. Mobile channel really accelerated as well, and we expect that to continue to increase as we kind of move on through recovery. People will continue to use mobile devices, and that's something that's common across Asia.